guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tele. Make sure to subscribe, to comment on my videos, to share, and give me ideas of the videos that you want to see me doing. Okay? And on today's video, I want us to talk about red flags in relationships. You know, those red flags ni kama vitu zenye zinakufanya you feel like this relationship is toxic. This is how you know that a relationship is toxic. So I want us to talk about around 10 red flags, and I want also you to comment down below on the red flags that you think are usually there. Comments zenye unajua pia as you watch my points. The first red flag. So guys, I have a list of a few red flags that I'm going to share with you. The first red flag is when you no longer feel like the person you used to be. You know, have you ever had a feeling that una feel ni kama maisha unaishi ni kama you're living somebody else's life? You're not the same person you used to be. Maybe you're not living your own life in that relationship. That relationship is changing you, especially in a negative way. That is one of the red flags that you should watch out for. The second red flag is you feeling more anxious and less confident than you used to be. You feel like you're not confident in yourself. So when you're no longer feeling like the person you used to be, you don't even enjoy the things that usually made you happy. You feel like you're living somebody else's life. You don't feel like your own self. Yani vitu zenye you used to enjoy, you're even finding them difficult to enjoy right now. That's a red flag in that relationship. That relationship is toxic. Yes. You are often wondering if you're being too sensitive in that relationship. It's not that you're being too sensitive, it's just that it's a red flag, and you need to get out before things go south, or east or west, wherever they go. Before things go south, you need to get out of that relationship. If you're feeling more anxious, you know, you're feeling less and less confident about yourself. Maybe you used to be a very confident person, but now you can't even find your voice. You can't even stand your ground when you want to say something. That's a red flag. And then if you're often apologizing, or you're feeling like everything you do is wrong, every time Pole, every time I'm sorry, you feel like everything you do is wrong, that's a red flag in that relationship. I'm sorry, but that is a red flag. Another thing is if you're always thinking that it's your fault when things go wrong. You know, maybe you are always blaming yourself even when your partner makes mistakes. Even when maybe you have scheduled a date for tonight, and then your partner tells you maybe they have to work or they have to attend to other matters. You start blaming yourself, saying, I should not have told you to even come. It's my fault. It's not your fault, boo. It's not your fault at all. So stop blaming yourself. That's a red flag in that relationship. That relationship won't go far if you are always blaming yourself. If you think everything that goes wrong is your fault, that's so toxic. That's so unhealthy. Okay? The other red flag is when you have like a feeling that something is wrong, but you are unable to identify what it is. When you have a feeling that something is wrong, but you can't identify what it is. You know, that gut feeling, that instinct feeling telling you that this relationship should not go on. That's your inner self telling you that this is a red flag. You need to do something. You need to either get out of this thing or find a way to fix it. And the other thing is questioning whether your response to your partner is appropriate. Second guessing your response to your partner. It's It's not that you are rude or something, but when you're second guessing, maybe you want to say no or yes, maybe you want to say yes to something, but you're second guessing. You're starting to ask yourself, what if this is not what they wanted me to say? What if this is not what they wanted to hear? You have a right to your own response, and it doesn't matter if they agree to it or if that's not what they wanted to hear. Stand your ground. Say your response, whether they like it or not. The other thing is when you're making excuses for your partner's behavior. Maybe your partner cheated or they failed you and you're there making excuses for them. That's a red flag, bro. When you're making excuses for your partner's behavior, when they have wronged you, you're there making excuses for them. That's a red flag. That should not be the case. You should not be in a relationship where somebody makes a mistake or they mess up and you're making excuses for them. Why should you make excuses for them? They are grown-ups. They know what they were doing. They knew that they were going to hurt your feelings. Don't make excuses for them. The other thing is when you're avoiding to give information about your partner to your friends or your family. You know how you usually, when you're in a relationship, you want maybe to tell your family about the person you're seeing, your partner, or you want to tell your friends, and you are avoiding to give them information. Maybe you're avoiding giving them information about maybe his passion, his work, what he usually does for a living, how he usually treats you, he or she treats you. If you're avoiding to give that information, that's a red flag. You should know what is wrong with that relationship. You should know why you're avoiding to give information. That's because maybe you don't even trust them. You don't think this thing is going to last. That's a red flag. The other thing is when you're feeling isolated from friends and family. Then when I feel too lonely, the friends that you usually maybe used to hang out with or usually talked to them oftenly, you are no longer talking to them. You don't even check on your family members as you usually did before. That's a red flag because it means this person is too controlling. He or she doesn't want to see you maybe having other relationship outside of him or her. That's a red flag. You should be able to continue talking to your friends. Since you had a life before them, you should also continue with your life. If it's your family, you can't cut ties with your family just because you have met somebody or just because your partner doesn't want you to do that. That's a red flag. Tell them that this is your family, these are your friends. You have to continue talking to them if it's appropriate. It's not normal conversations. Maybe it's the friends that usually helped you out if you had something. Maybe it's your family members. You have to attend to their occasions, those gatherings. You have to go to them. You don't have to cut ties. If your partner wants you to cut ties, that means that relationship that person is so jealous. They don't want to share you with anyone, and you can't just leave the two of you. You have to have other friends. You have to be talking to your family members because you are going to need them in life. Okay? So those are the red flags that I have come up with. Feel free to add your own in the comment section. Tell me about another red flag that maybe you think I have left out. I know I've not exhausted all of them. I've just given a few points, maybe 7 to around 10 points. So feel free to add your own. And thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing my content. And see you on our next video. Bye bye.